Hey, welcome back. It's Jason Walter here. Well, it happened again. So home prices in California reached an all-time high in March. And now home prices in the US have also reached an all-time high. In today's housing market update, I'm going to break this down for you because the National Association of Realtors just released this report yesterday for home sales in the US for March. So I have a lot to share in today's video, so let's go ahead and dive right into the video. So the median home price in the US in March skyrocketed 17% to $329,000. For those of you who follow this very closely, the previous record high was set last October when the median home price in the US reached $313,000. Then the record was tied in February 2021 when home prices once again reached $313,000. And now, 1 month later, home prices shot up $16,000 to reach a new all-time high in March this year. In addition, the 17% increase of home prices from March 2020 to March 2021 broke the record for the highest annual pace. So who's buying houses right now and at what price range, right? So I actually found a really good graphic for you, compliments of the National Association of Realtors, and let me share that with you right now. So this is the percent change in sales from a year ago by price range, and look how big the difference is here. So homes that sold for under $100,000, sales actually dipped 15%. For homes in the $100,000 to $250,000 range, sales actually decreased 10%. But look at the luxury market. There's almost a 57% increase in sales of homes priced between $500,000 to $750,000 in the US. There's also an 82% increase in the $750,000 to $1 million range. And as you can see, there was a whopping 108% increase in sales over $1 million. Lawrence Yun, who's NAR's chief economist, said the following: consumers are facing much higher home prices, rising mortgage rates, and falling affordability. However, buyers are still actively in the market. The sales for March would have been measurably higher had there been more housing inventory. Days on the market are swift and multiple offers are prevalent. So let's talk about this, starting with housing inventory. So at the end of March, there were just over 1 million homes for sale in the US. That's up 3.9% from February, but down 28% from 1 year ago when there was 1.49 million homes for sale. Inventory is still near historic lows. Due to a low amount of houses available for sale in the US, home sales in the US fell in March, marking the second consecutive month of declines. And by the way, if you're getting any value out of this video so far, then please hit the like button and also consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for your support. All right, thank you so much for doing that. So part of the reason why we have this feeding frenzy for houses right now is of course due to historically low interest rates. The average 30-year fixed rate mortgage is only 3.12% according to the Mortgage News Daily. This is down from the 52-week high of 3.45%. This feeding frenzy for houses right now is also causing houses on average to sell very quickly. So properties remained on the market for 18 days in March. That was down from 20 days in February and down from 29 days in March 2020. And get this, 83% of the homes sold in March 2021 were on the market for less than a month. And in Sacramento County, where I live and work as a real estate agent, our average days on the market is only 6 days. In regards to first-time homebuyers, they continue to make up approximately 1/3 of all sales in the US, and that is in line with last year. In regards to investors and cash buyers, I'm seeing quite a few comments on the channel that investors are ruining the housing market and causing home prices to increase greatly. However, on average, the data suggests otherwise. This is because investors and second home buyers only purchased 15% of the homes in March. That was down slightly from February, but was only up slightly from March 2020. In addition, all cash sales accounted for 23% of all transactions in March. That was up from only 22% in February and up slightly from 19% in March 2020. And of course, distress sales, which represent short sales and foreclosures, only represented less than 1% of all sales in March, and that's a given due to the foreclosure moratoriums that we have in place right now. On a regional level in the US, home prices increased the most in the Northeast with a whopping 21.4% increase from March 2020. That was followed by the West with a 16.8% increase, the South with a 15.6% increase, and then the Midwest where home prices increased by 13.5%. All right, so that was a report from the National Association of Realtors, but let me share another report that was just released today. This is from the US Census Bureau because they just released brand new home sales in the US, and these numbers are quite remarkable. Take a look at this because this is directly from the US Census Bureau. So new home sales in the US skyrocketed 20.7% from February to March this year. In addition, when compared to 1 year ago, they surged 66.8%. And by the way, a friendly reminder, I'm personally not putting a lot of weight when comparing March 2021 to March 2020 due to the pandemic shutdowns. However, a 66% year-over-year increase is quite remarkable. In addition, a 20.7% increase from February to March this year is also quite remarkable. This is also a fast recovery too, right? So if you follow the channel, I reported last month that new home sales took an 18% nosedive in February. Here's something I found to be very interesting because when you look at new home sales on a regional level in the US, they vary drastically by region, so let me explain. In the Northeast, the Midwest, and the South, sales increased between 20 to 40%. However, what in the world is going on in the West because new home sales drop by 30% there? So if anyone who's watching this video knows why new home sales drop so much in the West, please leave us a comment below to help our community out. This was also a similar trend when I reported housing starts just a few days ago because housing starts in the West decreased by almost 14% in March on a month-over-month basis. In contrast, housing starts skyrocketed 64% in the Northeast and 123% in the Midwest. So if anyone can shed some light about what's going on with brand new home construction and new home sales in the West, then please let us know. Here's something I also found very interesting. So the US Census Bureau reported that the median sales price of new homes that sold in March were $330,000. However, that's same for the median home price for an existing house, so not a brand new house. So typically when you buy a brand new house, you pay a premium, right? However, right now, at least for March sales, the median home price for a brand new home is the same for an existing home in the US. By the way, to give you a friendly reminder, a new home builder considers a sale as when a buyer signs a contract to purchase a new home, not when the title transfers to the buyer. If you enjoyed watching this video, then please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. And also consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. You also can follow me on Instagram. I'm Sacramento Realtor. Hope you have an awesome day and look forward to seeing you on the next video.